Welcome to this presentation on careers in Chinook School Division. Teaching and beyond is what I've called it, because so many times we think that school divisions are about hiring teachers, and we do a lot of that, certainly, but I want you to be aware that that's not the only positions that we have in our school division, and I want to share with you the other types of vocations that you can get into if you want to continue to be part of this great school division, as we are all part of Chinook. It doesn't matter whether we're in Leader or Frontier or Val Marie or Swift Current or Cabri. We are all part of this great school division, so we are all Chinook. So I'm going to share with you today a little bit about those other vocations, so hopefully you get a sense of what is available, and then you can maybe think about Chinook as an option for coming back and being part of this the Southwest and this great school division. So first of all, just wanted to share a little bit about who I am. My name's Mr. Ken Geringer. I am, my students always called me Mr. G. I am the Superintendent of Human Resources with the school division. I've been in education for about 31 years, so you can probably see on that picture which one is me. I'm the guy with all the gray hair. This was actually at our last career fair at Swift Current in 2019. So you can see all the different Chinook paraphernalia on the tables and that sort of thing. We like to give stuff away, and so I'm going to share with you a little bit later on about how we might be able to get you some of our great Chinook swag as we move forward. So, guy on the right, to the right is Mr. Steve Michaluk. Some of you out in the West cluster of schools might recognize Mr. Michaluk. He is the superintendent of schools for the West, and so he and I were part of that presentation back in 2019. So yeah, that's a little bit about me in terms of that part of it. I was a principal for 15 years. I've been in education, as I said, for 31. Love supporting students. It's what my life has always been about. And I said I've always been in schools right from the time I started kindergarten to today. I've always been part of the school division, so I'm very grateful for that. And so little bit else about me, or a little more about me. I am a big Rider fan, so I'm and my wife at a Rider game in 2019, and loved going to the games. Haven't been to one since the pandemic, but looking to get back at some point. The green and white, so go Riders. Also, I love the outdoors and love fishing. So this is a picture of me on my boat this summer, actually, and I ended up catching not just one but 2 sturgeon. And I've never caught a sturgeon in my life. For those of you who know about sturgeon, they are a protected species. And so I ended up catching not just 1 but 2 sturgeon all within a week. Now sturgeon can get pretty big, so when I shared this picture with my son, he said, "Dad, of all the sturgeon in Lake Diefenbaker, you had to catch the smallest one." And he's probably not wrong, because there's certainly a lot bigger ones than the ones I caught, but still a neat experience to hold a bit of history really in your hands. They are so prehistoric, and so really a cool thing. So that's a little bit about who I am. I love the Southwest. I was in Alberta for 12 years, and I've been all around Saskatchewan for a number of years, and this is my 4th year now in the Southwest in Chinook School Division. I absolutely love the Southwest. It's a great place to go to school, certainly, and a great place to work. So love and love connecting with the kids. I was at the volleyball tournament here refereeing this past weekend at Swift Current Comprehensive High School, and just love supporting the students in their endeavors, whatever they might be. And so that's my way of being able to give back to support students and student athletes. So yeah, a little bit about who I am. Now I'm just going to share this little shortened URL it'll take you to a form that you can fill out. It's a little quiz about Chinook School Division. How well do you know the school division? So I'll get you to pause your video at this point, and just so you know, when you're done this quiz, for anybody who takes part in the quiz, let your classroom teacher know. They can email me. It's just kguringer at chinooksd.ca, and they can email me and let me know how many students took part, and I will make sure that some of that Chinook swag that you didn't get a chance to pick up this year, it'll be available to you. I'll make sure it gets sent out in the mail runs and so on, and get it to you so you can have a little piece of little memento of Chinook School Division. So anyway, with that, I'll let you take part in the quiz, and then we'll come back. Well, welcome back. So Chinook School Division, who are we really? And some of these questions that you had in the quiz might be covered in here as well, and some might not be, and that's okay. But a little bit about who we are. We offer education to almost 6,000 students. It's around 5,800 students, I think, right now in this school division, so that's pretty impressive in the Southwest. And we have 62 schools. 30 of them are public schools. That would include all of the K to 6, K to 8 schools, you name it, and then of course all of our K to 12s and 7 to 12s and 6 to 12s and 9 to 12s in the school division as well. So yeah, we offer programming to 30 public schools, we call those schools, that are in the communities, and then we have 32 colony schools. I know there was a question on the quiz about how many colonies, or what percentage of colonies do we have in the Southwest, and the answer is actually almost 50%. So you can imagine, in our little southwest corner of the province, we have almost half of the colony schools in the division, or in the province. So that's pretty impressive. So anyway, yes, we employ teachers. We have about 440 actual people who are teachers in our school division. That works out to about 411 FTE. That means full-time equivalent, which is, sometimes you have half-time teachers and so on. So that's why there's more people than there is actual FTE. It's about 440 people that are employed as teachers. But this is the interesting piece. We employ about 450 support staff. So, and when we talk about support staff, I'm going to go through and tell you about some of the vocations that you can take part in this school division. If you want to go away to school, if you do or not, or just want to work right out of high school in Chinook School Division, there's opportunities. School Division, and I'm always excited to be able to employ our own people who come from the school division, who grew up in the school division, who went to school in the school division, know about the school division and the great things that we provide and so on. So it's always great to employ our own people. And so if you're interested in being part of this division at some point in your post-high school career, then we'd love to have you come back and be part of this great division. We're about 43,000 almost kilometers, square kilometers in size. If you can imagine, that would be a square. If you drew a square on the map that was 200 kilometers by 200 kilometers, square, that's about 40,000 square kilometers. So we're talking a little bigger than that. So as a result, we run about 5 million kilometers in bus routes. Now, some of you are on buses and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're on a bus for a period of time. That's some of the routes are 60, 70, 75 minutes, that sort of thing. Lots of kilometers put on our buses every year. If you were to take and look at the circumference of the Earth, that works out to about 250 trips around the circumference of the Earth every year that we make, just in our buses. So our geography is certainly a challenge, but I believe that there's so many things that we are so proud of, and that includes our diversity, it includes the great schools and the great teachers and the great people that are supporting our students, and then our students who we're very grateful to have part of our school division. So we are larger than Switzerland, Belgium, Netherlands, and Taiwan, 67 other countries in the world. We are larger than. So our little piece of southwest Saskatchewan here is massive. So it's pretty impressive. I always say we are all Chinook School Division. Doesn't matter if you're in Cabery or Gull Lake or Shaunavon or Frontier, wherever it is, East End, you name it. If you're part of our school division, then you are part of Chinook. And so, yes, you might be the Shaunavon Shadows, but you are a Chinook School Division student. So, I always say it's a great place to go to school and a great place now, and I absolutely love working here because of the people that are part of this great school division. So where are we? I think everyone knows we're in the southwest part of the province, but as you can see there, we border Alberta, Montana, and we also border the Saskatchewan River to the north. The east is a little bit wonky, but that's okay. Then these are just some images from the beautiful southwest, from the hills to Swift Current to Gulf at the Landing or wherever it is. Of course, we're part of Rider Nation if you're in Saskatchewan typically, and then our culture, our multicultural beliefs, and our belief in diversity is so important, and inclusion is so important, and valuing one another. Whether it's our Hatarian brothers and sisters or your own culture, whether you're from the Philippines or wherever you might be from, it's always about valuing each other and valuing the culture, and then the sports and the athletics and the Broncos and our band programs and all of that just make up this great school division that we have here in the Southwest. So a little bit about who we are, and then this is our map. So these are all the different schools, and you can probably see your own school or your own location on this map. And so this is where everybody is. So if you're in Leader, you're in the northwest part of our school division. If you're in Consul, you're in the southwest. Val-Marie in the southeast, and Pontex, Vanguard, Hodgeville, Herbert, you name it, Gull Lake, and so on. So that's our school division. So transportation. First of all, what are some of the positions that are available in this school division? So we have transportation, but it's not just about bus drivers. That certainly is one vocation, but we also have a number of mechanics that are part of our school division. We have shops in Shaunavon, Maple Creek, and Swift Current that support all of our buses. There's about 150 buses that they support throughout the school division. 150 routes. We have more buses than that, actually. So a mechanic. We hire mechanics, and we have mechanics who support kids. We have a shop supervisor who ensures that all of our just after all the bus work and all that goes on inside of it. We have transportation administrators who ensure that, if buses are needing changed, or somebody comes into the division and they need to get onto a bus, then there's somebody that people can connect with, and so on. So lots of folks there. We have facilities and maintenance staff that are a big part of our division. That includes carpenters, electrician, painter, plumbers. We've got custodians and facility operators, facility assistants. We've got a number of different folks that all support our facilities and maintenance in the school division. So you want to be a plumber, you can work with Chinook School Division, and we offer very, very good compensation rates compared to other places in the province and Canada for that matter. So, pretty awesome. In terms of school-based support, well, if you want to get back into a school and work in a school, we have office manager positions that everybody knows their office manager in a school and how important they are. They're oftentimes the first face that a parent sees when they come into a school. And so, very much people secretaries that also support our front office. And we have educational assistants who work to support students in classrooms, or support classrooms for that matter. So we're very grateful to those folks. We have library technicians, and they support inside of libraries. So when the library when you need a book from the library, the technician ensures that's there and available. So lots of folks inside of the school-based support. And then we have student services. So in our school division, we have educational psychologists that go in and support our students. We have speech language pathologists who go in and ensure that students who need supports with speech get that support. Occupational therapists to support. We've got student counselors that are there to support our schools and our young people. So and even our adults in some regards. So very, very much a great full service for our student services. Then we have our business department, and in our business department, we've got accounts payable administrators, we've got payroll administrators. I have a team of payroll and HR administrators that work for me that do a fantastic job. They're amazing people. We've got administrative assistants that support the front and support learning and student services to make sure that everybody's needs are looked after in the school division. So we're very grateful for those folks. We also have a full service technology information services or systems team, including network administrators and technicians who go out to schools and support our schools, server administrators. We have a manager of information technology, a number of different folks from that realm. So, and then of course we do have teachers, and teaching is a big part of this as well, obviously. So we have teachers, we have teacher librarians in our division, we have vice principals and principals, we have learning coaches, and so we will have math coaches and literacy coaches and behavior coaches, and then we have coordinators that support. We have superintendents like myself who've been in education for a long time, and then of course we also have a deputy director of education and our director of education, Mark Benish, who oversees the entire division, all the operations and the education, and then of course we have a board of trustees who is that is another role. It's a role that is a crucial one to the division, because they oftentimes provide all the direction that we want things to travel in terms of making sure our students and our staff and everyone is looked after. So that's even another role that's part of it. So hopefully through this, you get a sense that yes, teaching is part of what we do here and part of who we hire, but we do a lot of work supporting with a lot of other folks in the school division for sure. And we hire lots of different vocations. So like I said, if you're interested in being part of this great school division after you graduate, please don't hesitate to look to Chinook School Division. It's okay to come home, and it's okay to be part of this great division. Like I say, I've been going to school for life now, and I wouldn't change it for a minute. It's not maybe for everyone, but it's not just about teaching. There's so many other things you can do, and so if you have any questions, if you're wondering, hey, I'm wondering about this, or what are pay rates, or what are these sorts of things? How do I become an educational assistant? How do I become a carpenter, or that sort of thing? Please make sure you talk to your career counselor or a teacher. They'll direct you in the right place and get you the support you need to be able to hopefully come back to Chinook School Division one day. So with that, I want to thank you for joining me here today and being part of this. And I see my 20 minutes are up, so like I say, thank you for being part of this. If you have any questions, direct them to your teachers, and if they need to reach out to me, they certainly can. And we'll look forward to seeing some of you in schools or around the school division at different sporting events, you name it. I like to go out and be part of all of that for our students. So you take care and have a great year, everyone. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.